Hello everybody! So today we are going to be doing this makeup look that you see on my face right now. I played around with the Pastel Goth palette. I have a review on it that is already up. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen for you. But I really like how this look came out. Just to show you, I used every single color in the palette except for the gray color right here. I really like this palette. Everything blends well on it. The colors on it I think are pigmented, but they do look pastel in my opinion. That is a point of contention, but that is my opinion on it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. And it's going to be, it'll be a full face tutorial where I will quickly show you how I do everything with a voiceover, because I didn't talk when I was doing this one because I was just playing around with the product. And you know how sometimes you get really interested in the product and then you're can't talk, and the multitasking thing didn't happen. So this one is a voiceover for the tutorial. But I hope you like it. I hope you like this look. I actually was really excited with how it came out. One thing I did really like about it is that these eyeshadows, they blend very well together, and sometimes with colored palettes when you're using them they can almost blend together too much and you lose distinct colors. But with this palette, this did not happen to me. Sorry I'm talking so fast today. I'm like da 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 da. But anyways, I don't know. I haven't even had caffeine yet today. But so the colors on this palette blend really, really well. I hope you like this tutorial, and I will see you again at the end of the video. Goodbye! Okie dokie, so we have our eyes primed with an eye primer and an eyeshadow base that's the color of our skin. So the first thing we're going to do is go in with the color Clementine, which is the orange color as you can see. And I'm going in with a fluffy blending brush. I use a fluffy brush for this color and for the purple color on the lid. And what I'm doing is I am placing the orange color in the crease, and then I am blending it up towards my eyebrow. I am taking the color up pretty high because I really want you to be able to see this orange color pop because it's such a pretty color. And I'm also putting an even amount of it on the outer part of my eye and the inner part of my eye. What I mean by that is I'm not creating a cat eye effect with the eyeshadow. I'm just giving us a nice swatch of color over the whole lid, if that makes sense to you. You can kind of see it as I'm doing it, almost like a rainbow effect. And then the other thing that I'm doing, so I'm taking the color high, and while I'm taking it high on the lid, I'm trying, you know what I mean. While I'm taking it high between the skin between my crease and my eyebrow, I am keeping it off of the eyelid. The reason I'm doing that is I'm putting a light purple lavender color there, and if I put the orange underneath that lavender, it's going to change the color. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you want the lavender to ring true, then you need to not do that. And speaking of that lavender color, we are now going to take that on a fluffy brush as well. And this is the color that is called Meow. My cats just looked at me funny. But I am placing this all over the lid. It's a really pretty lavender color, and what you'll see me doing is placing it all over the lid where we had that blank space. And then I'm just going to blend it up into the orange. Try not blend it too high up into the orange because you still want that orange color to look orange just as much as you want the purple color to look purple. And then once we've got that onto the lid is where the fun is going to start. First though, I'm going to go back in with the orange since we lost some of the pigmentation, and I'm just going to blend out a bit more orange into it. I did notice one of the things with these colors, they blend incredibly well. But as colors do sometimes when they blend well, sometimes you can blend away the pigmentation. So this is normal for all eyeshadows, but I'll blend a lot to get a seamless look, and then I'll go back in with more pigment to add a pop of color where I want it to. And now we're going to be doing what I was really excited about. We are going to be creating a eyeliner with the color Dope, which is kind of like the dark blue purple. And what I'm going to be doing is just with a small precision brush, eyeliner brush, whichever you'd like to use. I'm literally just going to draw on eyeliner with the color Dope like you would with an eyeliner pen or whatever you use. And it's going to create a really fun look, and Dope actually looks really cool on top of the color Meow. Also, don't worry about when you're doing an eyeshadow like eyeliner look, it's really easy to clean it up. So if the bottom line doesn't look really clean, we'll go up and clean it with concealer, and just a little bit. I'll show you how I do it, but you can still get a really nice sharp wing using an eyeshadow like this. And I think this is just a really nice touch. I wanted to use all the colors in the palette, which was one of the reasons that I did this, but I also like using eyeshadow as eyeliner because it gives it a softer look, but it gives it still like a nice, fun, funky look. Okay, so now I'm going to go in just with a concealer brush and a tiny dab of concealer, and literally what I'm going to do is it's almost like drawing yourself an eyeliner line, but I'm going to go in and clean up underneath that purple eyeliner that we did. And since it's eyeshadow, it literally is like using an eraser. It cleans your line up in like a heartbeat, and you have the sharpest eyeliner you could ever possibly ask for, and in a gorgeous color. I love this trick. I'll use it with any eyeliner if I'm having like a shaky hands day. This is definitely one of my like go-to makes life a lot easier tricks. Okie dokie, so now that we've got our purple eyeliner all sorted out, we're actually going to do a fun doubled eyeliner look with this, which is really easy. I'm going to go in with the white color that is called Skull, and on a angled brush, I'm just going to pack it with the white eyeliner, and then as you see me, I'm literally just going underneath that purple eyeliner that we did, and I am quite literally just tracing it. I'm extending the line up a little bit for some extra drama and flair, but this is a really cool, easy trick, and it's super fun to do for a look. I actually was inspired, I think it was for the Pastel Goth palette, but I was watching a lot of Kat Von D like tutorials that she has on the Sephora page, and this was an inspiration I got from her for another look. It's funny saying like I was inspired, but I was inspired by her to do it for this look, but I've done this technique before for a lot of other looks, if that makes sense. But anyways, it's really easy. You just pack the color on. Be careful that you don't pack too much so that you don't create fallout. And you literally just draw a line right under the liner that you have. You can clean this up with concealer again if you feel the need to. Just depends on how many steps and how many shaky hand moments that you have. But this was the only color that I really had to like pack on to get like the white pigment of it showing. But yeah. And now I'm going to finish the face, well, I'm going to put concealer under my eye, and then I'm going to finish the face makeup. But I'm putting concealer under my eye so I can finish the eye makeup first, if that made sense. And we blend out the concealer, and then I'm just going to set it with the white color, which is Skull. I'd set pretty much everything in this look with Skull today. And then we are going to add the pops of color under the eye. So the first color that we're going to use for under the eye is going to be the blue color called Doom, and I'm going in on like a short little like shader brush, and I'm just packing the pigment onto the end of the brush, and then I'm running it along my lower lash line. I'm blending it up into the white eyeliner look that we have going on to create kind of like a slightly gradiated effect there. And I'm taking the blue color to about halfway to our eye. I'm not keeping it super close to the lash line because I really do want it to be like a color statement piece, so I'm bringing it a little bit lower than you may do kind of for like an everyday look. Good, I mean, this is totally an everyday look. I don't know why you wouldn't go out in this makeup look like every day. I would, but but yeah, I'm bringing the blue down a little bit farther than I normally would necessarily, just so you can really see that color and have it read true. You can see me going back in with the white eyeshadow as well because I was able to really build it up to get like a nice white line. So I played back and forth a little bit between adding blue and then adding white. Then on another kind of dense short little shader brush, I'm going to go in with the color Gloom, which is the, oh, I just dabbed my eyeshadow palette. Sorry, that was the color that you saw. But anyways, we are going in with the color Gloom, which is the green color, and I'm taking it all the way to the inner part of the eye, and I am going to blend it into the blue. Now it's the same thing with the blue. I'm taking it a bit further down than I normally would, but I really want you to see that green color even from a little bit of like a distance. I didn't want it to be a subtle look. So, yep, we're doing pretty much the same thing that we did with the blue. We're now doing with the green and then blending them together. The last little pop of eyeshadow now that we are going to add to this look is the yellow color, which is called Star, and we're just popping that in almost where you would on like an inner highlight. I'm going to do an inner highlight with white, but I'm popping this on like the inner tear duct part of our eye, and I'm blending it into the green on the bottom as well as the orange on the top. I think it adds a really nice pop to the whole overall very colorful look. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with just a white eyeliner. This is the one from ColourPop, and I am just going to put that in our lower lash line. I'll do mascara a little bit later, but besides mascara, the eyes are dunzos. That's a lie. We'll do, I will put white actually as a underbrow bone highlight, but as far as like eyeshadow playing around and everything, this is it for the eyes. And so for the underbrow highlight, why do I always say that wrong? So for the eyebrow highlight, I'm just using the white color in the palette, which is Skull, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put just a little bit of it, not on top of the yellow, but almost on like the nose. Anyways, it'll make the yellow pop more, but I'm going to highlight the inner corner of her eye with the white as well. And then we have this colorful eye look that I think is really, really cool and I am really excited about. Now we can go ahead and finish the rest of the face. I'm going to kind of breeze through this because I feel like you've seen this a million times. I'm not introducing any new products or have any groundbreaking things to give you, but yep, I will finish the face up real quick. So to prime my face, I went in with the Wet n Wild primer. To be honest, it feels like a moisturizer to me. I don't really notice anything when I use it, but I have it and I spent money on it, so I want to finish it up. Once the face is primed, I'm then going to go in with foundation to stay in line with the Kat Von D. I decided to go ahead and use the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation that I have, and I'm just going to blend it all over my face with a beauty blender. And yes, then I'm going to go in with concealer. I don't even want to say the name of it, but I'm going to highlight the usual places of under the eye, forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and the chin. Then once we've got all of our wet products on, I'm going to go ahead and set everything with the Le Mercier setting powder and just a big old super big fluffy brush. So the next thing we're going in is with the highlighter, and today I'm going in with the ColourPop one that is in the color Flexitarian, and I love ColourPop highlighters. I feel like they don't get enough hype, but they're awesome. I'm being stubborn right now and trying to use a brush because I'm convinced I'll be able to make it work with a brush, and you can, but it definitely looks a lot better if you do it with your fingers. This is a buildable highlight, so you can make it look natural or you can easily build it up to the blinding glow that so many people love to have. I feel like a telemarketer. But yeah, I'm just blending it out with my fingers right now. I'm actually going to go in with my blush now, and this is just a simple Physicians Formula. It is called Powder Palette multicolored blush. I like it because, as you can see, it's very, very neutral. And my eyes are the opposite of neutral, so for something like this, I like blush to add a little bit of definition to the face and help build up those cheekbones. But I don't really want my blush to be making a statement. I want it to be like silent support, where it's making me look good, but no one notices it. Blush is the unsung hero of this look, in case you were wondering. I just add a little bit of mascara. I only did the upper lashes today. I didn't do the lower lashes because I wanted to keep kind of like a fun, wide-eyed, open effect to everything, because some looks you want to have like big, amazing eyelashes, but clearly, like for me anyways, this look I wanted it to be all about the fun eyeshadows. And now that everything is in place, I am going to add some lipstick. I was playing around with what colors I wanted to do, and then I decided, you know what, we will stick with ColourPop. So I went in with the color Femme, which is like kind of a grungy, purpley mauve-y, and I just applied that all over my lips. And then I took the color Vice, which is a super, super light pink color. And I put a couple of dabs on the center of my eyeballs. And wow, on the center of my eyeballs. I'm so off today. I put a couple of that on the center of my lips, and then I blended Vice out into Femme to give kind of just like a fun gradiated look to go with the funness of the rest of the look. Now that the lips are done, and that completes everything for us. And I do set everything with setting spray. I don't show it on camera because my setting spray is in my bathroom and I need to do it on camera, so goals for next time is to do that on camera. But our look is officially done and we look amazing, gorgeous, and colorful. Because everyone can use some color in their life, even goths. Well, okay. Maybe not. Color on the inside. Be colorful on the inside, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the finished look. I hope that you liked it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and lots of love. Mwah! And try something different. Try a colorful look in your life, and just have fun with makeup. Bye, guys!